So, welcome back, Melissa.
Hi. How are you, Yuri?
I'm good. And for all our viewers, this is Yuri Kobayashi from Musicinfo. And I am talking with Melissa B. And we are discussing how to become digitally independent. And this is outlining Melissa's brilliant book that she has written. You can find it from her webpage. And if you like what you hear on this interview, please subscribe to the Music Info channel. So we
Absolutely.
have gone through chapters 1 and 2,
Hmm.
and the first chapter, just to highlight a couple of things, is just about building your artist image.
Yes.
Yes. And then chapter 2, we go on to. Did you want to describe that a little bit?
Basically, I'm setting up your business.
Yes.
From your registering everything from your LLC to copyrights to your publishing, all those things.
Yes. And now we're going on to the third chapter, which is marketing. So now it's about getting your image out there.
Yes.
Yes. And you talk about the tools that you can use, and also what are those tools?
Um, it's a lot of different things. Um, let's go over what we have in the book. So, can you tell me what you see there? Because I don't have it here in front of me. Just tell me, give me something from
Well,
there.
one of the things you talk about is, and this is essential for a lot of the just typical marketing strategies, is email and how to gather your email base. And one of the things that stood out to me is how you use your music to gain attraction,
Hmm.
and the by using a single, and uh, that you're able to collect emails. So
Yeah. Oh, so there's a company. It's called Showco.
yeah,
You can actually use their site. There's, it's free. Sometimes you can. There's paid also packages that you can use on there. But the reason why I like them, I actually use them for my stuff, and it's what they call a honey pot. So what a honey pot is you basically give something for something else, right?
yes,
So
exactly,
I have a single, and let's just say I have a song I want to give away for free.
yes,
But in turn of that, I still want you to follow me. Plus, I want to get your email address, right?
yes,
So with Showco, you can set it up so I can say, hey, I have a new song out on Spotify. If you follow me on Spotify, right?
yes,
Follow me on Spotify. I'm going to give you a free gift. But I can't give you my free gift unless you give me your email,
exactly, right.
right?
So this is
So
making your music work for you.
yes. So I have it where I have it set up like I have a link that people will follow me on my Spotify. One, you got your followers. That's one.
Yeah,
Then two, after that, it goes, can you give me your email address? Give me your email address. Okay, here you go. Here's my song for you, my free song. And therein lies the whole thing. I got you to follow me. Plus I gave you a free song of mine, so you're gonna get hooked on my music and you're gonna go to Spotify again. But I
yes,
got your email.
yeah. So it's bonus all around.
Yes. Now let me tell you something. Because I don't know if you heard of the stuff that happened with Nipsey Hussle. He passed away just a couple of days ago. As a rapper, but I just want to say, and God rest him, because rest in peace, because I think he was brilliant with what he did. Let me tell you what he did.
Yeah, tell me all about it.
He sold a mixtape and was selling the mixtape for $100
$100.
per CD. Jay-Z actually bought 10 of them. He
Okay, so
sold
how
it
does that
overnight
work?
and he made $100,000. Literally, he sold a CD. Now, doesn't that make you curious to say when he did that, it was out of the box. And what I found out was he read a book. There was a book, and there was a guy and he was selling a hamburger for $100.
Okay, so how do you sell
Right?
a hamburger for $100? How do you sell a mixtape for
Exactly.
$100?
What
Who's
makes
gonna
it
buy it?
right? So therein lies the whole thing about marketing, right?
Hmm.
You gotta it because usually mixtapes are known for something to give away for free.
Yeah.
But when have you heard about a mixtape that someone's selling for $100? It makes you curious.
Well,
Like,
is
what
it
makes you want to buy that? It's so limited. He made it limited.
okay?
Only he was only selling 1,000 of them, and he made $100,000.
So yeah, the curiosity is the driver of this, and is that just what it is? It's like, does anybody know what's on the mixtape?
No,
So it's just like mystery mixtape.
right, and but it was his songs. But the thing is that that's the brilliance, and I you know I look at things like that, and with people when they do certain things, it's thinking outside the box, right?
Yes. Yeah.
That's what marketing is. And as an artist, you have to think outside the box. What's going to make people want to come to you? What's going to make people want to drive to you? What is so unique about you that you can market something that makes them want to get it? So when people heard that, right, when Nipsey Hussle um, did that, it's like it perked people's interest, and they
Yeah.
wanted to find out who he was
Hmm.
as an artist, one, and two, it made people want to listen to his music.
Yes. And it's that X factor that he created. He just pulled out of the air that this is something that nobody else is doing, nobody's
Right.
done before, and that is really what people want nowadays is something fresh.
Yeah. You know, um, artists nowadays, I hate to say it, but there's a lot of artists out here right now that they do what's called clout chasing, right? They go around and it's like you're trying to ride off of clout, and they're
Is that
not
like
really
name
marketing.
dropping?
Not name dropping. It's like, let's just say something's going on and people chase that specific hashtag or that specific thing, and they're chasing that clout,
Yeah.
right? That's what it
Okay.
is. And that's my thing. It's like people have to realize that what makes you unique is something within itself completely different than everybody else. And with marketing, it's it's not a trick question, it's not a trick game. It's something that you have to take the time, just like with your artistry, you have to take the time to realize who you are. And with marketing, that goes in those two things go hand in hand. So with marketing, you have to think about, what makes me so different than everybody else, and how can I market myself to make people interested in me?
Because you don't want to take the same road. You take
No,
the same road that everyone else is doing, and that's boring. So you got to take what you
exactly.
know, and it's a bit of trial and error, right? You got to try
Exactly.
something new, see if it works. If it works, then go with it. If it doesn't work, then try something else. But
Right.
just going down the same path that everyone else is doing, it doesn't work for everyone.
Exactly. And the other thing is like for me, I've been in this business for years, and I say this in the book. Like for me, I've combined music and technology, right? Because people when they see me, they always think girl geek. There, that seriously, I'm serious, Yuri. Like if you ask anybody, Melissa B, what would you think? The first thing that comes to mind, girl geek. That's amazing. That's good for me because that tells me right there. It's just like if I tell you white glove, who you think about right now?
Michael Jackson.
Exactly. If I say white glove, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me give you another one. If I say Beatles,
Uh, Penny Lane.
you think about the Beatles, right?
Yeah.
If I say blue suede shoes,
Elvis.
okay, these are key words,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
That's a marketing trigger, right? So
Yes.
that's why I'm saying when you are marketing yourself, you want people to remember you. You want people to remember something of you to be like, oh my God, that's such and such.
And this is
You know
what
what I mean?
you call your star power, right?
Yeah. It's
So
like star power, keywords. Hashtags, same thing. Hashtags are keywords.
And you got to find what works for you, and that takes a little bit of experimentation.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so don't go down the same path that everyone else is doing. Think outside the box. Be true to yourself with your image as an artist. Look for your star power, and yeah, make it happen. And the trick is really you got to go out and do it.
Yes.
You can't just sit there and just hope that everything will just fall in your lap.
Exactly.
Yes. And unfortunately, that's kind of in our day of technology, people have gotten lazy too, and when that button doesn't work anymore, people forget. Okay, what else am I supposed to do? It's well, stop pushing that button. You got to get out of your seat, and you got to go, pound the pavement, look for people, network, and the
Hmm.
more people you know, every person is a world in its own, and they can connect you to so many more people.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's kind of a lost art. Asking people for help, asking people for questions, or and because rather than trying to search everything online for it, you ask somebody, and either they know or they don't know. If they don't
Exactly.
know, they can send you to someone else who does know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, it's because Music Info, I work with you guys, and the things that I like right now, I'm researching how do I connect with my fans in China, right?
Yes.
Because this is what we're talking about, marketing. So I started finding out that TikTok is a really big app that's being used in China right now, right? Because the kids and adults, they do these videos. They're doing lip syncing.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing videos and stuff like that. So me as an artist, I want to become a partner now with TikTok, because therein lies my doorway into China with my fans, because it's one of the largest apps that's being used around the world, but it's
Yes.
really big in China.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
And my fans, I'm starting to gain little fans. I actually started days ago. I'm starting to use it to promote myself.
And it works.
And it's working. It's working. And also, I set up my Weibo. I don't know Chinese, but I'm figuring it out, because why? I'm using Google Translate, but I'm starting to find my fans slowly but surely, and I'm using that TikTok. So that's my thing. When you're marketing yourself and you're doing it somewhere else in another part of the world, you have to think, what do they use? What is popular over in that country? Because you cannot think centralized in America. It's not the same. When you are in another country, you have to think, what do they use, not what do you use here, because what you use here is not the same thing over there.
No. Okay. Well, thank you very much, Melissa. This has been a wonderful chat, and
No problem.
I hope to get back to you next week.
Okay, great.
You and yeah, have an awesome day.
You too.
Okay. Bye.